Hello there. Today is June 19, 2026, and this video will probably be uploaded within a week or something. Birthday is 237 days being a teenager, because on February 11th of 2027, I will be turning 20. So before that, we're going to dive into my zodiac signs and astrology, and this video is generally for myself only and people who are interested in zodiacs and who doesn't know anything about it or who knows everything about it. You do you. If you don't like it, you can just leave the video, and if you like it, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe.
People usually think zodiac signs is something that your birth date is only about. I mean, technically it is, yes, but no, it is not. For example, February 11 falls into the category of Aquarius, and February 26 will be Pisces, and July 4 will be Cancer, July 19 will be Cancer, and May 29 will be Gemini, etc. That's what the main basic things people usually know and think it's everything about zodiac, but no.
Today I'll change your mind on that, and I'll also learn about myself more, because I only have there's 2 pages of the main basic stuff, and then 2 pages of other karmic details, etc. And I don't know how much here is, probably 6 or 7 overall zodiacs and houses, placements, etc. and hobbies I should do, etc. So I'm not sure how long this video will actually turn out to be, but I'll make sure to edit it well. Printed out these, and how I found out these was really simple.
First step is that you just know your date of birth, aka your year, your month, your day, and the hour you were born, and if possible also the minute you were born and the place you were born. And these 5 to 6 things will actually just kind of really help you find out who you are astrologically.
Just go to these birth chart creator stuff on the internet for free, and from there you can just use them and have your house placement, etc., big tree, everything, and then you can just plug into ChatGPT, Gemini, everything, any AI you use.
I had that minimum basic idea, and I used to think I was just cold, unique, and just kind of dumb person or something, and that I shouldn't be sensitive, etc. But then I found out my moon rising and everything else.
For me, no offense to the people who actually know about astrology and zodiac, I really am beginner. It's not necessarily beginner, intermediate level of zodiac sign knowledge. Because if you know more about these, and if I do explain it wrong, fix it in the comments, or just
keep your mouth shut, because it's none of your business.
Choosing to watch this video, so that means it's just, you do you.
Okay, my big 3 is Aquarius Sun in the 9th house, and Sagittarius Moon in the 6th house, and Cancer rising. So Aquarius Sun, being an Aquarius Sun means you're an independent thinker, future-focused, and unconventional. You need freedom to explore ideas, beliefs, cultures, and big questions. You're not meant to blindly follow the crowd. You naturally challenge assumptions. So, in general, Aquarius Sun people are like that.
Because depending on the house it is placed, it's kind of different. It's way more cold. Coconut. Sagittarius Moon, emotionally optimistic and restless. You feel best when you're growing, learning, helping, or improving something. Daily routines need boredom drains you. The main reason I'm making this random vlog is I haven't made anything since my birthday, and I've uploaded those just a few weeks ago. So I really am deprived to make some more vlogs and longer videos, because I've been only just making reels and then scheduling them 2 weeks ahead, and then when that 2 week is about to end, I come back and then schedule another more, and then I've not been active on Instagram or TikTok at all, and I've been just using it twice a month.
Cancer rising, first impression, caring, gentle, protective, intuitive. I don't necessarily know if that's true or not. Let's use this for Cancer. People may say warmth before they notice your rebellious Aquarius side. Strong emotional radar, you often sense what others are feeling. I mean, I do agree on the what others are feeling part, but I don't necessarily think people see warmth before they even meet me, because I usually have just this face. Resting bitch face.
When you were born, at that time, at that place, at that day, at that year, it kind of shows where the Saturn, every planet on Earth, where the heck they were. It just shows where they were at what time, what angle or something. It shows angle, and you just kind of get these houses and stuff. So from here, there is repetition.
And this is why it says your strongest teams is Pisces, which I never knew about before, because I just thought I was an Aquarius. That's it. 10th house, stellium energy, aka my Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and North Node is on Pisces. I mean, this means this is my loudest part of my chart. That means I'm meant to bring imagination, empathy, creativity, and healing into the world, which I also didn't know about this. Mercury in Pisces means intuitive communicator, thinks through feelings, symbols, and patterns rather than pure logic. I mean, technically, yes. Venus in Pisces, romantic, compassionate, idealistic, loves deeply and often sees the best in people. Not necessarily all the time, but yeah, generally, I guess. Venus in Pisces. Unique gifts, unusual career path, or public image.
In 10th house, that means your soul's growth equals to trusting intuition, compassion, creativity, and purpose. Moving away from overthinking or needing everything to be controlled. So that just means like being away from the overstimulation and just having less stimuli.
Main life mission is turn sensitivity into influence. So basically, like, the type of content I should be making is like more to the spiritual side and to the healing and like the public image of empathy, imagination, creativity, etc. So that's why I'm thinking like I should actually make these type of vlogs. Mars in Capricorn, the 7th house. Okay, so that's like the first. He's extremely determined when committed, strategic, patient, disciplined, often succeeds through partnerships, teamwork, or one-on-one alliances. I mean, yes, I do agree.
I want to do something when I want to finish something, or when it's due the deadline, I just finish it because I'm like that committed, locked in. My energy is low to the point that I'm not actually the full potential Mars in Capricorn yet, but often succeeds through partnerships, teamwork, or one-on-one alliances. I don't really know, but I could.
Jupiter in Sagittarius. Okay, what color was Sagittarius? Growth comes through service, teaching, learning, health, and daily work. Natural mentor energy. So what I'm doing right here on the vlog is like kind of like mentor energy, yeah.
I mean, technically, if I had the time and like the space environment, etc., maybe I could be a mentor. But like, it just depends on what areas of life, because I can't really be like mentoring physical ability, because bro.
Pluto in Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius is once again this color. Intense worker, constant self-improvement, can completely reinvent your habits and lifestyle multiple times. I totally agree on that because I used to journal. I used to have bullet journal. Yeah. So intense worker could be constant self-improvement, yes, because I always read more non-fiction than fiction, and I have daily laws, I think, and also ikigai in German.
I mean, yeah, I always have to self-improve because like my mom is like into this self-improvement thing, and she's like, always, you have to keep improving, you have to keep learning when you're free living in the house. I mean, that is true, because like when I actually think about like moving out and etc., because I don't know why I use etc. so much. I just realized that I actually need to learn a lot of things, and since I'm living free, rent-free, see, I'm using etc. here. So
biggest challenge is Saturn in Leo. I don't know why I'm reading Saturn as like Satan-ish. By the way, when I was learning my daily Korean on Duolingo, it said satang means candy, and I was like, Satan? Satan? Korean vlog coming up soon. Second time is coming up soon. Saturn in Leo, 3rd house. Lessons around confidence, self-expression, speaking up, or being seen. Like, I was legit talking about this, right? I was like, why am I talking too much? Why am I overusing words instead of synonyms?
Oh yeah, I'm also taking IELTS next week again, because my current IELTS 7.5 expired in January, so I have to retake it again.
You may have felt misunderstood, shy, or hesitant to share your voice earlier in life. That is true, because like when I was younger, I didn't really talk that much because I was afraid of being scolded. But still, either way, I was talkative as fuck. So mastery comes from learning to express yourself boldly. Duh, bitch. That's the only biggest challenge here. Okay. Wound and gift. Chiron in Aquarius. Feeling different, excluded, or emotionally detached at times. Possible fears around trust, vulnerability, or deep intimacy. Healing comes when you realize your uniqueness is your strength, not your flaw.
So I truly, like, strongly agree with this, because feeling different, excluded, or emotionally detached at times, especially detached at times, it's kind of like so real, because from freshman year to senior year, I was just kind of like detached, like a player type of person who just was in situationships, in relationships, like too much of them, to the point like there's so many people who wanted to marry me.
So I was just too detached, man, like, and possible fears around trust, because I didn't trust him to be my husband, wife, etc. Got it, like, that is like deep bonds.
Not my flaw. I used to think it's a flaw. So being detached and all that, and having fears of that, it's like kind of keeping me safe and keeping me growing. But you just gotta be balanced, you know.
Part of fortune in Aries. Okay, Aries is feeling this color. 11th house. Luck appears when you take initiative. I do be having the initiative all the time, bro. Success through communities, networks, friends, groups, and leadership. Don't wait for permission, start things.
Like basically, this whole social media thing is a start in secret. If I had never started this, I would never have this hobby, and I would never even try because I would be too busy to try things or do these or like too like shy or something like that. But this whole social media thing is my part of my personality, even though I'm like more to the micro influencer type of person. But I just know.
There's a compassionate visionary with a soft heart and powerful mind, here to inspire others through creativity, wisdom, and service while learning to trust your intuition and confidently share your unique voice. So
This vlog, right? This is like just like kind of like following everything that is said here and kind of doing it. You know what I mean?
strengths, visionary, empathetic, intelligent, independent, determined, inspiring, growth areas, over idealizing people. I used to be that potential man. Self-doubt when expressing yourself. Escaping reality when overwhelmed, just doing some scenario type shit. Taking on too much responsibility for others. So, our main two.
Chart, my birth chart, right? It's kind of like having this fight in between because they're like different signs, zodiac signs, and they're like not aligned enough, and there has to be like self-improvements, like manual things to do.
Control versus surrender. South Node in Virgo. That means old pattern. What happened to my English? Strong tendency toward perfectionism, self-criticism, and feeling responsible for fixing things. Excuse me? You're excused.
Productivity can become tied to self-worth.
Type so why do I have South Node in Virgo, like, bitch?
I am technically, over the whole video, I've been just talking about how I need to fix my speaking.
And productivity can become tied to self-worth, like so real, bro, so real. North Node in Pisces, growth direction. Learning to loosen control, trust timing, and shift from fixing life to experiencing and flowing with it. Yes, 100% agree, because gotta like take initiative on this North Node in Pisces, because the South Node in Virgo is like, I mean, like, you know, Devil and Satan. Satan and Jesus, like devil and angel. Oh my god, bro, you made it two devils. Practical takeaway from here is progress comes less from optimization and more from emotional flexibility, intuition, and creative flow. Real. Family conditioning patterns. These are inheritance patterns, not destiny.
So there's things like from your maternal side and your paternal side, you kind of get these karmic tales, so like the things you have to continue, the things you have to break from the generational trauma, etc. Especially for us Gen Z, we have to break a lot of generational trauma and patterns. So this is why kind of like legit inheritance patterns. Inherited, it's not your destiny, it's just inherited. You can fix it.
If you have trauma, just heal yourself. It's like if you're homeless, you just go buy a house.
It's like that. It's like you're overcomplicating yourself, and the community, the whole public is kind of making it overcomplicated. And okay, from my maternal side, Pisces influence, okay? Creative, spiritual, emotional sensitivity that may not have been fully expressed, aka suppressed. Pull toward making creativity or intuition more visible in life. So aka just do more tarot reading.
Okay, I should put it here. Discipline, responsibility, and self-criticism tied to survival or work ethic. This can create internal pressure to always do better. Inside me, there's like Virgo and Pisces, and they're like trying to fight it off, and Pisces is the better side, the balanced goat side. Well, here's balance, discipline, aka structure, with softness, aka acceptance. True. I really do hate it when it's like hella real and relatable. It's like finding a POV reel and then just realizing that you don't have an original experience at all. It's like that. And intuitive traits. Reframed as skills, not fixed traits. Like this fixed mindset where people just think like, for example, on MBTI test, right? Let's say you're an ESFP. Think you're ESFP forever because that's who you are. But
personality is just your personal reality, okay? It's who you're taught to become, who you've been doing. It's just like your habits make you who you are. So it's like the amount of habits and the amount of repetition you had just make you like that, and that's your personal reality, aka your personality. So people who think they're just ESPs and they're just ESP for that time only, it's temporary, and you do can retake it, and then you do can change, and it doesn't mean you became bad or good. It just means you changed. Time changes people, and experience. So does experience and habits especially your systems.
And high environmental sensitivity quickly reads moods and the emotional tone of spaces. That's especially because of having strong imagination, aka visualization ability, performs better creatively when not over-controlled. Adaptability can function in both structured and creative environments. So these are not fixed traits, but a reframe skill that I have. I totally agree with them. Key skill to build. Emotional regulation, so sensitivity becomes unusable rather than overwhelming. Because you can't just suppress everything here. It's gonna come out one day, which it did. It was crazy. It's just hella crazy, uncontrolled crying, like raging. Like every emotion you're just feeling suddenly out of nowhere, and in your body just kind of like. We're not even halfway through our papers yet. We shouldn't be rushed too, so. Carry direction. Practical version. Requirement: structured work, innovation, long-term growth. You likely do best in fields combining earth and physical systems, which is engineering, geology, and infrastructure. Technology layers, GIS, geoinformatics, mathematics.
Since I'm like doing Korean, Polish, and I've learned English and German, and my first language is Mongolian. Like when I read these, right, I just have to like mix the accent. It's like geoinformatics.
Motion sensing modeling. Okay, purely manual or purely abstract work alone may feel unsatisfying long term. Earth, physical systems, engineering, geology, and infrastructure. That's legit my career major. The best fit direction is geoinformatics, geophysics, environment data systems. Engineering roles with strong technical analytical components. Key rule here is that if the work has no future facing or intellectual component, motivation may drop over time. Career I've chosen at the end instead of medical was actually the best because I want to be studying earth science in the University of Vienna this winter semester. So
money pattern, reality-based framing. Early career, slow build, skill accumulation phase, mid-30s range, stronger compounding potential if consistent. Best strategy here is long-term investing, which includes index funds, stable growth assets. Gotta do that. Avoid impulsive high-risk decisions during emotional highs and lows. Since I have like so much Pisces in me, I gotta be not too sensitive and make my sensitivity more usable than overwhelming, and not make decisions during those emotional times, either high or low. Because either when you're like super happy, super hyped up, super like, it's like Friday, and then you just kind of make decisions, high risk decisions especially. You should make decisions at your high or low, because like that's honestly possible.
Lifestyle and environment needs. Think nervous system regulation, not destiny. You function best with access to open space, nature, wide horizons. I totally agree, because I'm really lacking that. Because if I look at the window, there's like construction work going on here, and the nature isn't that close. I have to like walk at least 1 to 2 kilometers, which is pretty decent compared to other countries. But in Vienna, it's gonna be movement-based routines, walking, training, swimming. Flexible but structured environments. Yup. Environments that may drain you is overly restrictive systems with no autonomy. Emotionally stagnant or socially isolated settings, like Mongolia isn't for me, guys. It's not.
Cause like, what do you mean stuck in traffic at least 2 hours a day? What do you mean like people can't drive properly? I mean, there's like mopeds, kids on mopeds, underage minors riding those mopeds and getting into accidents, like surrounds to like there's no rules. Like,
Just can't wait to go to Arena, bro. It's like.
Even if it's like abroad and like it's gonna be hard as a university student studying earth science suddenly out of nowhere. I mean, it's not something I have to know, because like I've studied related degree, aka like mine exploitation technology, here in the Mongolian University of Science and Technology for a year. I mean, it's not that different.
And the environment is better. Creative expressions and identity. Strongest direction, real life plus reflection. Possible niche could be real world work, personal reflection plus philosophy. Behind the scenes of technical physical work mixed with thought process. Style could be minimal production, authentic tone, observational storytelling, and core advantage. But it says core advantage and it ended here. It's just overall nervous system regulation on these two papers. This one yet.
My sun is in Aquarius 9th house, and Sagittarius moon 6th house, Cancer rising, Mercury in Pisces 10th house, Venus in Pisces 10th house, Mars in Capricorn 7th house, Jupiter in Sagittarius 6th house, Saturn in Leo 3rd house, Uranus in Pisces 10th house, Neptune in Aquarius 9th house, Pluto in Sagittarius 6th house, North Node in Pisces 10th house, Chiron in Aquarius 8th house, part of Fortune in Aries 11th house. Okay.
It's like Moon, Jupiter, and Pluto, and 3 Aquarius, Sun, Neptune, Chiron in Aquarius, and then 1 Aries, 1 Leo, and 1 Capricorn. Interesting. Seems pretty decent. Okay, go to hobbies should be music, playlists, and singing. I legit have more than 30 playlists on Spotify.
Neo-soul. Neo-soul is apparently like the genre I should listen to. And I really do find it really interesting. Like you could input your whole these things and then ask what genre you should listen and you should avoid it and stuff. And apparently I should avoid ambient because when I listened to it I was like, and rock, funk, everything like that.
Because I used to listen to every genre and now I'm like stopping it and making myself more regulated and more suited instead of like flight or fight mode. Photography and aesthetics. Gym and hiking, gotta do that, never done that properly before. Astrology and psychology. And creative writing, gotta try that too. Travel and random adventures, gonna do that. Cozy gaming and online communities, like lowkey, right? I might be more into a fine card and board games, and I've never really got to play that enough of it since when I was a kid. So I probably hate boring routines, hyper strict hobbies, emotionally cold people, repetitive grind only adhd. And I should do structured exercise, creative spiritual outlet, and travel or learning new cultures. Which is why I'm learning new language. Dance or martial arts. Ooh, I'm currently doing jiu-jitsu. That's what the AI said. Exercise. Yeah, you have to do structured exercise. Native language Mongolian, second language English, third language German, and the next one is Korean, Polish. And I used to learn Norwegian and French. And I've studied in Poland for like 2 years in elementary school, but I do forgot it. But when I look back onto it and do some Duolingo, I do remember some. So I do believe I can get back to my Polish side. My relaxation style could be ultimate recharges, headphones, and music. Long shower or bath. Like I do realize when I'm taking a shower, right, I become more composed, calm, and like think about more ideas, and I just feel like cozy room, dim lights. Yes, I need that. But here, right here in parents' house, we don't have that. Night drives. Oh my god, night drives was like late night drive.
My playlist on Spotify is like legit one of my favorite because it just reminds me of like just driving around, like, you know, I really want to drive around because I really like driving since I've got a driving license, but I didn't got the time to drive it enough to have confidence in it and confidence in it. Neither of those I have it in me, but I do can drive properly if there's a couplers or anything emergency.
Ocean and rain vibes, hell yeah.
Deep internet rabbit holes, yes. Comfort shows and snacks, yes. I don't necessarily have comfort shows, but I do think there's some that I could watch.
I don't necessarily watch, like rewatch things, which is kind of weird. Walking alone at night. I'm a girl, bro. You relax through escapism, movement, emotional comfort. Okay.
You could do anything with your like choose on planet placements. Ask anything from ChatGPT, Gemini, anything. They would just give you everything. Like as long as you give a good prompt, they would just reply. They would just give you really good answers.
Food. Oh, by the way,
like fire signs, right? Like if your sun is fire, you eat more because you just have more capacity or something. And earth signs, they eat stable, and water signs, they eat emotionally. It depends on their mood. If they're like really emotional, they just eat a lot, and if they're also really emotional, they just don't eat anything. And air signs, which is me, right? We barely eat and we skip meals, sometimes snack, and then that's it.
I mean, it is true because like I can't really eat that much, and it just like after like a bit, I'm just like, I'm full, bro. Okay, so noodles and soup, yes, ramen, spicy international food, dog boogie, everything else. Cafe drinks, no, I don't like coffee. Seafood and sushi, haven't tried that. Desserts and soft sweet foods, yes. Comfort food from childhood, aka Alibaba. It's like a candy from Poland. but in Malay we just eat so much too.
Best for you, warm cooked meals, protein and hydration, consistent eating schedule, I gotta do that. Grounding foods, root and veggies, I gotta be grounded, like spiritually and physically and mentally, because I'm air sign.
Avoid overdoing sugar binges. Yeah, in uni I just had a lot of emotional eating and sugar binges. Much caffeine or alcohol. I've never tried alcohol before. The most alcoholic stuff I've ever had was probably champagne on New Year's Eve. That's it. Chaotic eating habits. I don't have that. So definitely sugar binges and emotional eating should be, especially sugar binges though. Overall energy, yeah. Dreamy travel with a soft heart and ambitious mind. Damn.
You need creativity, emotional comfort, adventure, meaningful conversations, freedom and movement. Okay.
Now we're gonna get into my detailed zodiac.
Here's the overall vibe. Deeply idealistic but not naive, sensitive as hell, but you hide it behind humor, intelligence, competence, or detachment. Because I hear tones through text. I mean, I feel like most people do that, or maybe most people have sensitive planet placement in them. Built to inspire people publicly, even if you don't always want attention. You're simultaneously emotionally intense, spiritually curious, socially observant, and fiercely capable under pressure. Your chart has a huge old soul with infinite brain energy.
Get into more detail of what this means and how it means and who I am. It's like, okay, Aquarius, you're not meant to think small. Small day, big dreams. Aquarius suns already tend to feel different from people around them, like they're observing society instead of fully belonging to it. In the ninth house, that becomes philosopher, explorer, truth seeker, pattern recognizer. I need meaning or I'll die inside. So this is where the ninth house, 10th house, and everything in between comes in.
You probably obsess over ideas, reinvent your world, constantly question yours automatically and hate feeling mentally trapped. You're the type to deep dive psychology, spirituality, culture, think globally, and accidentally intimidate people because your brain jumps 5 layers ahead. But Aquarius can also detach emotionally when overwhelmed. You intellectualize pain instead of sitting in it.
I'm a pretty cool person, like I can just detach when I'm overwhelmed as fuck, and I just move on, dump people. But that side of me needs to be fixed. It has to be balanced. It has to have some humanity in it, you know. That's who I am in the core generally. It's there. Emotional world is Sagittarius moon in 6th house. Sagittarius, emotionally you need freedom, movement, growth, and purpose.
Your mood tanks when life feels repetitive or meaningless. I just feel 6th house puts this fire energy into everyday life meaning. Your routines affect your mental health a lot, in capital letter, a lot. Your work environment matters more than you admit, and you probably oscillate between I'm going to optimize my whole life and actually I'm spring into chaos. This placement often creates someone funny during stress.
Existential crisis, but make it a bit funny. Also, Jupiter plus Pluto in the 6th makes your daily life transformative. You're not built for shallow living, even your habits become identity level Jonas. Okay, first impression / aura. Okay, Cancer. People probably see you as soft, caring, emotionally intelligent, approachable, protective, maybe shy at first. Hell nah. Maybe, but who knows. But Cancer rising people are rarely weak. They're perceptive. You clock emotional energy immediately. You notice tone shifts, facial changes, hidden tension. They are your exterior size, safe, gentle, emotionally present. While your Aquarius inner self is actually analyzing humanity like a researcher. Bro's this combo creates warmth plus distance, empathy plus independence, nurturing plus unpredictability. People probably project onto you a lot. You're projecting. No, I'm not. You're predicting. So that makes sense. I said soft, caring. Oh, no, babe. And then it just shows warm distance, empathy. It's opposites. Your biggest team, Pisces. No, Stellium. This is the center of your chart. Mercury in Pisces, 10th. Oh, everything here is in 10th house. That's why it says 10th house Stellium. This screams artist, healer, visionary, public figure energy. Sly bitch. Not necessarily celebrity. Okay, but definitely influence, visibility, impact, emotional resonance. You're meant to develop a public identity that is compassionate, imaginative, spiritually, intuitively guided, which I'm doing right here, right now, and emotionally meaningful. It's meaningful. You probably communicate in a way that feels poetic, symbolic, emotionally layered, hard to explain logically, but people feel it. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? The Mercury in Pisces, people often think in images, emotions instead of linear structure. How the fuck am I gonna become an engineer if that's how it is? Absorb atmospheres, like a part, that's probably why. Intuit motives immediately and struggle to explain themselves clearly when overwhelmed. Yeah, I probably have speech issues. Okay, when Venus in Pisces is very romantic and idealistic. Am I? Love deeply, spiritually, artistically. I mean, you can overgive, romanticize, or fall for potential. Why did I turn into Scooby-Doo? Was for potential that retard, bro. Your lesson is boundaries without losing softness. We got it. Boundaries, gotta highlight that shit. Boundaries without losing softness. Falling for potential. The North Node in Pisces 10th house says, your soul growth comes from trusting intuition, embracing creativity, allowing visibility, and letting the career become meaningful rather than just successful. You're not meant for dry, soulless. No, I ain't meant for this 9 to 5 shit, bro. Relationships. This is Mars and Capricorn. So, like, Mars describes your relationships, I think. Capricorn, this is actually powerful. Oh. Underneath all the dreamy Pisces, Cancer energy, you're serious about commitment. You respect competence, ambition, reliability, emotional maturity. Yeah, babe. You may attract older people, disciplined people, powerful personalities, or relationships that teach endurance. That's probably the one I'm in right now. Mars exalted in Capricorn gives patience, strategy, self-control, and quietly unstoppable energy. You probably don't explode emotionally often. You endure until suddenly you're done. Period, bitch. Like, okay. Chiron in Aquarius. Hidden wounds. 8th house. This placement can feel like I feel fundamentally different. Fear of true vulnerability, feeling emotionally misunderstood, difficulty trusting deep intimacy, existential loneliness. The 8th house makes everything intense: trust, bonding, emotional exposure. You may crave deep connection while also fearing being fully seen. It's like, if healing comes through finding people who accept your weirdness. So you're calling me weird now. Emotional honesty and realizing detachment isn't same as protection. I mean, what if it is? Like, what if? Okay. Luck and destiny. Part of Fortune in Aries, 11th house. Luck and destiny. Aries, you thrive when you take initiative socially. Like, as in like what? Build communities, lead boldly, stop waiting for permission. Yeah. Your opportunities come through networks, internet, community spaces, collaborations, and being unapologetically yourself, which I'm being right now. So, and the more authentic and brave you are socially, the luckier life gets. Got it. Okay, last page, bitches. This one, right? The contradiction that defines your chart is basically part Aquarius, means detached futurist, emotional dreamer. I'd be reading like some movie trailer type shit. Cancer, protective empath. Sagittarius, freedom seeker. Bro just wants freedom, babe. Capricorn, disciplined executor. Oh, executor. Okay, so internally you're probably emotional but analytical, idealistic but realistic, soft but intimidating, caring but independent, spiritual but skeptical. You're not one thing, you're layered. Like, there's levels to this shit. And honestly, your chart has strong creative leadership, public influence, emotional intelligence, and transformative potential. The challenge is not losing yourself, trying to save, heal, understand, or adapt to everyone else. So I ain't fixing nobody. I am falling for potential. Hey. Okay, that concludes everything about my zodiac up until now. I mean, we can dig into more things and more details than it already is, but now I know. Now you know. Now we know. I guess we'll never know. Now we know from all these pages, how many pages was there? Okay, es waren nur 10 Seiten, also. Okay, it was only 10 pages, which is interesting because I thought it was like way more than that. Feliz Navidad. Okay, that concludes everything today. And I'm gonna straight get into editing it now. Possibly uploading it today. That's like so ideal, but I don't think I'll do it today. Oh look, I have big kids now. And yeah, that will be it. And see you guys on a different vlog or video. Go subscribe, go follow my Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Spotify, and everything, even Duolingo, because I'm everywhere as Air Moon Rose. Air Moon Rose. Okay, so bye-bye.